Yes, mates, welcome to the first video on my channel for 2026, and it's going to be me recapping 2025. So let's get into it then. So, what do I think of 2025? Well, let's compare it to 2024. I really liked 2024. That's when I turned 20 years old and I really enjoyed it. Did not have that much drama or anything like that, and personally, I thought 2024 was a good year. 2025, it was almost perfect, but two things brought it down, and well, I wasn't really happy about that. But before we get into the negative things, let's just talk about the positive things what I really liked about 2025, like the pros of 2025. So it was normal, it was videos like normal, but I guess the main highlight, well, there's two highlights. Lightning Door 21, I have been making content since 2015. It is currently 2025 as a recording, so this means I have been making videos for 10 years. That's fucking mental, and I haven't stopped. Holy hell. Yep, 2025 to 2015 was a weird one. I messed it up, it is what it is, but I have been making videos since 2015. That's a long time. Some YouTubers that we know today wasn't making videos around that time too, so Jesus Christ, and I'm only 21 years old. Yeah, that's probably one of the main highlights. That's a really, really big deal actually, so fair enough. So we're proud of that too, so just give that a bit of a round of applause. Speaking about milestones soon, hitting 500 subscribers, that was another big one. 500,000 subscribers, which is a pretty big deal, because then we're getting really close to the 1,000 mark in the near future. I don't know how long that's going to take, so, you know, it's what it is, but I guess that's another good highlight about the year. And I guess the other third one was the America trip. That's right, mates. For the first time since 2014, I went back to the US. And this time, when I went to the US last time, back in 2014, I only did California. This time I did Nevada, Las Vegas, Chicago, Illinois, New York City, Boston, Massachusetts, and Charlotte, North Carolina. And that was amazing. That was really, really, you know, amazing to go and to do it as well. And also to bring you mates along too, which then brings me on to the next point. I took a whole month from April to May off just so I could film that for you mates, and then upload all those videos a month later. So from May to June, all those videos, but they were all pre-recorded from April to May, which is phenomenal. I haven't uploaded a video. The last time I stopped uploading videos around that time was like 2017. And I wasn't burnt out, I was just doing YouTube on a weird basis. So it's really weird for me to, excuse me, I'm gonna move to the side. It's really weird for me to make videos, like stop making videos for a bit, even though I was making videos, pre-edit them, and then later on. So I wasn't even editing while I was on the America trip too. So that's the first time that's actually happened. So, you know, fair enough. And I'm proud of that too. We can maybe talk about the highlights of the America trip actually. We'll start with the last one last, but I guess some of the highlights in America was the NASCAR museums and the NASCAR teams. That was fun. Having a look at, you know, how the teams are run and all that stuff too, like how the cars are made, how all the paint jobs are made, like that was fun. Going to New York was extremely fun. I never been to New York before, and it was a weird one. A little fun fact about that New York video, actually, I had to re-record a certain bit. It was me showing one of the bits, and there was this dude high on crack, and he actually went up to me after I stopped recording, and I thought something serious would happen. Turns out he was just high on drugs. It was actually kind of funny in a way, so, you know, it is what it is. I feel bad for him, but, you know, in a way, I was like, that's an interesting one. But he went up to me, and it was a bit interesting. So fair enough. I guess America was fun. Going to Chicago for the first time was an interesting one, because I've never been to Chicago personally. So that was my very first time. I just wanted to see what it was like, and it wasn't that bad. It's cold as hell though, compared to over in Melbourne. I always think Victoria is like Illinois in certain ways, because it is a lot more colder than when I used to live in Sydney. And because when I was living in New South Wales, it was a lot more warmer, so it's a lot more colder here now, but I'm used to it. I've been living here for 5 years, so excuse if I'm also buffering too with my voice. I'm still a bit tired. I just woken up, and I'm still kind of unpacking a few things. I only just got back from New South Wales or Queensland last night, so I'm still trying to recover for a bit, but I thought I'd make this video talking about it real quick. What else do I like about New York? Oh, Las Vegas. That was an interesting one. I never been to Las Vegas before, and I guess that is something. I mean, you could tell you're in Las Vegas if you make it through the airport and you see gambling machines right in front of you. yeah, you can tell you're in Las Vegas. So that was an interesting one. We stayed at one of the Excalibur Hotel, whatever that one's called. I'll just put, if I made a mistake, I'll just put it up there for now so you can see what it was like. But it was that hotel. It was pretty nice. And we did Las Vegas for a bit. That's when I got my first sickness, actually, which also brings me on to the next point too. I got sick in America like twice, and I still do videos. I had to toughen out a little bit too. So when I got back from America, I just laid on the bed and rested while fighting jet lag and sickness, and I still managed to get those videos uploaded too. So yeah, I'm pretty good. But yeah, that was fun. Las Vegas was great. New York was great. Oh, PAX East, well, my first PAX. That's not Australia. That was great. I really enjoyed it. I could have done a lot more, but it was good seeing it to see what it was like. I did bought a few things actually too, which probably something I'm going to be probably up there soon. I don't know if they were. Nah, I'm probably thinking of something else, but that was fun. Comic-Con and Supernova, but we did Supernova this year, but I skipped Sydney Comic-Con. It's because normally when I do a Sydney Comic-Con was normally with me and Diego, but we decided to do Supernova instead, so you know, it is what it is. But I did skip Comic-Con Sydney, so I only did one Comic-Con this year, at least for video-wise. Now it's the Melbourne one, so it is what it is. And another convention, BabsCon. Now, while BabsCon doesn't exist anymore, that was fun. Now, despite what happened with the BabsCon incident with Pinkboo and all that stuff too, as a convention, when I went to the very first time, because it was my very first MLP convention, I had a lot of fun. It was extremely fun. I've never been to a convention like that before. I've been to so many conventions and I've never been to a convention like that. I can understand why people love them. It's great you get to meet so many new mates, and that's another thing too. I made so many new mates online too, personally, and I still talk to them to this day. It's great seeing them, but BabsCon was just fantastic. I loved it. If you haven't seen the whole video, by the way, too, I might put some links down below. You can have a look at my highlights of what I did this year, but again, BabsCon was just amazing. I fully enjoyed it. It was so fun. Get to meet so many new mates and have a chat with them, and I guess do things at the convention too, and it was just great. Oh, and the Nayhem, Pinkaboo's Nayhem was probably the highlight too of the whole trip. The BabsCon, the MLP convention, was probably the highlight out of the entire thing because it was just so fun. It was like, it was ridiculously fun. So hands off to, you know, Pinkaboo, and to everyone who was involved in that too. That was fantastic. But yeah, that was really great. That's why I thought this year was almost perfect. I've been changing a bit of my video formats, as you can probably tell, I want to give some changes how I want to do my channel, all that stuff too, which is going to be a next year's goal. Next year, New Year's resolution, which we'll get into in a bit. But let's just talk about the negatives of what happened this year now. Let's just get straight to the point. One of them was back in September when my great uncle suddenly passed away. Now, he had, like I said, he had heart problems around this time, and he knew that he wasn't gonna, he had to go straight to the hospital, and that's when he had the cardiac arrest and the heart attack, and that's when he died, basically. So he knew something was wrong. At least that's something that he knew. He knew that something was wrong, but I wasn't expecting him to just go out like that, and that's still really sad to see that. And that's probably one of the personal thing that happened of mine that I didn't really like about, you know, this year. If that didn't happen, things would have happened. It would have been a different story, but oh well. I had to take a bit of a break so I could go to the funeral and all that stuff too, so, but it's okay now. I'm okay. For those of you who are wondering, I'm still doing okay, mates. It's fine. I'll move on. It is what it is. I'll always remember him, of course. He was a great guy. I never showed him in my videos because I want to keep like my family life private. But he was a great guy. He was a really funny guy, and me and him were close a little bit too. So when he passed away, it was just a bit sad. The second negative that happened this year, which was kind of shockingly. Now, even though I wasn't affected personally, if you are an Aussie, you probably know what I'm talking about here. And it was the Bondi shootings that happened earlier this month, actually in December. Shit. Yeah, unfortunately, a really bad shooting happened. A guy who was really badly evil killed like 15 people there at Bondi. It was at a Hanukkah event too, and unfortunately he shot down 15 people due to like hate speech or things like that. Yeah, honestly, even though I'm not Jewish myself personally, I went on the bed when I heard the news after I went to sleep, and I kind of cried a little bit too. That was really bad. I don't think I've ever seen that happen in my lifetime anyways. I've never seen that happen, you know. I've been alive for 21 years and I've never seen that happen before, so it's it's really sad, and I feel so bad. My thoughts and prayers go out to the family of all those people who've obviously lost their lives, and to the families who have unfortunately have lost their loved ones. It's just a shitty situation. As of now, just I want to give some updates. The shooter was shot to death. One of the shooters anyways, and one of the shooters, who was the son of that shooter who died, is still alive. He's currently going to be charged probably for a lot of offenses, and he's never going to probably go out of prison anytime soon. So at least that's kind of the good thing, but it's just a sad situation. And it also hit me close too, because I used to live in New South Wales, and it did hit me quite a bit. And I never lived in the Bondi area, but it still hit me a bit because I love Bondi. Bondi's a great place, and when I heard that happen, I just felt sad. It kind of affected me for a few days as well, just try and fight it too. So yeah, and we're still trying to fight it too. Like it's not a nice situation. Again, my thoughts and prayers go out to the people who unfortunately lost their lives and things. I don't know. I know I keep saying things a lot, but I don't know what else to say. Let's move on. Let's move on to something happy, kind of. It has been 5 years since I used to live in New South Wales. That's right, I have been living in Victoria now for over 5 years. You have seen this background for more than 5 years as well. Like, and a lot has changed over the years too. So like, it doesn't even look the same as what it used to anymore. So it's just amazing that it looks like this, you know, 5 years later. So half a decade later, Jesus. It's just a long time. A lot of things have changed. Got new equipment too. I got a new microphone, which for audio quality wise, it might sound a little bit different because I am using a different type of microphone. It's a dynamic microphone instead of the condenser mics that I used to use. It's also my very first XLR microphone, so it's just amazing, which I can do so many cool things on it too. It's just amazing. Obviously, I got a new camera that I had for so long, a prompter, studio lights at the back, my beautiful Mirabella lights. They're just amazing lights, you know. Yeah, and a new chair too, which you've seen in my videos. It's actually my newest one actually, but I don't like mentioning a lot of new things because I want you to be able to focus on the game a lot more in my face. So I like just pointing out little things. But yeah, I got a new chair lately. I don't like the old one that I used to have. This one's just amazing. So that, I guess that kind of wraps up 2025 for me. It was a pretty good year, but I just wish that some things were different and were changed, because if I guarantee you 2025 would have been better than 2024. But for now, I think 2024 was a bit of a better year, but I really did like 2025. Hopefully 2026 can be a better year. I said this before, every even year for me has always been kind of good, and every odd year has been like the weird odd. So hopefully this even year is even better than the odd year. So yeah, until then, mates, thank you for watching. I will see you, mates, next year. Well, when this video is uploaded for 2026, I'll see you, mates, in the next video for 2026. All right, peace out, mates.